of this Commission of Enquiry into local government councils and related matters agenda. Madam Chair, over to you.
To lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله من شر حاسد وحب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد إله الناس من شر وسواس صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما سبق الناس الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
Give us this day our daily bread, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us, Lord, from evil. Amen. Oh God, be essence of wisdom and guidance to the honorable commissioners, and reasonable and sound decision making on a timely basis. This commission, we pray for the lawyers, for the entire true evidence. Evidence.
The witness for continue before I hand you over to Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair. I hand over Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair. I hand over the witness to for
Okay, are your mics on?
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Mendy.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
That happened.
Nena legi lu ñoy def moy legi ñu ngi la nokelu ñu ngi la nuyu ñu ne naka suba si buñ fa joggé ñu nuyu ñu ne naka suba si buñ fa joggé ñu ne
19.
I hope this was
19.
I hope this was around
so mune fatalek
29.
To your word.
so mune fatalek
29.
To your word.
Nena yow di sabir liggéey bi yépp wala sa nekka yow di sabir liggéey bi yépp wala sa nekka bi fofu
19 to 2022
nga bayon place
wow li xew moy da nga gis ne changes that they am.
Yes.
Da nga gis ne changes that they am.
Yes, what does happen is that sometimes you do have or the ballot management.
Okay, but you mentioned here right now that the
60,000 rek.
Wa mom la yek because moy li ma wax rek management daf day am da nga gis ne time bobu ñu ñoom mëne ma bay ak yeton amna changes yu bari so mun na changes yu bari so mun na am wa hena man yeguma ko.
Yes, this is what I was aware of.
Am wa hena man yeguma ko.
Yes, this is what I was aware of. Because as I said, the time in 2022 na bobu tam bena management la comme bu fa nekkon 2019
dedet
no do ben shortage wala manja bi
dedet
no do ben shortage wala manja bi nga amne amna ci sa ward
dedet
no na comme yow tamit nekk nga
dedet
no na comme yow tamit nekk nga councilor nena mba musu nga yek audit report
waaw yegum exertement
audit report
waaw yegum exertement
I was not in touch. I was not in touch with the report. Whether the invalid or
any of the other reports presented to you,
whether the invalid or
any of the other reports presented to you, or were you part of the
jamono bi nga xamne tok ngeen ngeen mëna waxtaan mbiram jamono bi nga xamne tok ngeen ngeen mëna waxtaan mbiram ci kan neena légui su fekkee ne mën nga ci kan neena légui su fekkee ne mën nga fatale ko ban la won man audit la won
over them and
fatale ko ban la won man audit la won
over them and
neena dafa melni internal neena dafa melni internal
January to December 2022.
December
2022.
December 2019 to December 2022.
That one.
Nena nga read nga ko wala just set nga ko
mënuma fatal.
Okay, now I'll show you.
na legi dana la ko won.
Quickly, before I just turn to that one,
dene dafa buga pro
I just turn to that one,
dene dafa buga pro ngalimal ko moy ko ngalimal ko moy ko do ko to demarcated is that Kotu East
Johannes,
you have Johannes,
then
you have Johannes,
then
Kololi West
and Koroli
West
and Koroli Central.
and Kololi Central and Kololi Central.
Mr. Mention here that he was just serving as a pointer. He was just serving as a pointer.
Nena ko mu fa neka pour wone nena ko mu fa neka pour wone bi rek di wone place yi moy pointer bi rek di wone place yi moy pointer.
Nda mun na ma ala ma leral fofu tuti.
Nena li nga wax yeb dafa leer wa dafa bëgg li nga wax yeb dafa leer wa dafa bëgg pour leral mbir yeb
regarding the revenue
pour leral mbir yeb
regarding the revenue and your child collecting
jot xaalis bi digante xaalis bi ak sa doom jot xaalis bi digante xaalis bi ak sa doom li nga bëgg leral fofu
wa dafa am lu ma bëgg leral.
Yes, I want to make something clear therein.
Wa dafa am lu ma bëgg leral.
Yes, I want to make something clear therein.
You can please
proxy
At the time we got those trucks,
da nga gis ne kan da nga gis ne council bu nekk yow ya responsible pour council bu nekk yow ya responsible pour
paid through council.
wa comme ni ma ko waxee ca njëlbeen ba da nga
Through council.
wa comme ni ma ko waxee ca njëlbeen ba da nga gis ne competition la woon ñun mi nga xam ne da nga gis ne competition la woon ñun mi nga xam ne elected council waaw ba pare comme ni ma ko woon ca njëlbeen ba da nga elected council waaw ba pare comme ni ma ko woon ca njëlbeen ba da nga gis ne appointment and establishment committee la
In council.
waaw ñi nga xam ne xëy na ñoon lañ committee la
In council.
waaw ñi nga xam ne xëy na ñoon lañ ma tànnal pour ma ñuy collègue mbalit bi ëppa doole gi pen la ñoom xamuñ gox yi
All the
mbalit bi ëppa doole gi pen la ñoom xamuñ gox yi
all the five
pour seet li nga mën a def li nga xam ne tamit daf maa jàppale li nga xam ne tamit teñ seet li nga mën a def li nga xam ne tamit daf maa jàppale li nga xam ne tamit teñ la suma advantage la
My son, they are
suma advantage la
my son, they are in for my advantage, for his, so that he can be able to assist me. In for my advantage, for his, so that he can be able to assist me by. And he was not very well.
waaw lii la woon so da nga gis at the end of the day da nga gis ne day bi da nga gis ne yow sa secteur bi moom mooy collect bi fi ni receipt books yi wàccee
Whenever when they close,
léegi mun ñoom ñooy dem hand over xaalis bi to the council.
there you can hand over. They are the very people who used to take them together with the monies to cancel.
ci gàtt
To cancel.
ci gàttal suma rôle mooy waxoon ma
Make it short. The reasons are that why I attach him there is so that he can make a point.
access to xaalis ñun mi tamit li xew mooy da ngaa gis mooy li mooy at the end of the day books yi su ko gaay
Absent. And they close.
end of the day books yi su ko gaay
Absent. And they close. They hand over the books. They hand over the books.
He wasn't serving as the secretary. He wasn't serving as the secretary. He wasn't having access to the receipt book. Having access to the receipt book.
Ko jahal ko be yow sa bop wax nga ne sa doom amut lolu su fa nek su fekkee ne lolu moo fa nekk lu tax
ci diggante boobu foofu noonu am na ñi nga xam ne xëy na benn 1 week la gaay liggéey bàyyi dem après ñun ñu ngi jot soog a ñëw.
It happens that some of them they work for 1 week, 2 weeks, some they just left. It was, yes, true that it was my responsibility because I'm the one in charge of that area.
waaw ma xam ne tamit doo xapponati so since then tamit noo la ma bàyyi full management bi council nga xam ne man tamit lu may def.
That's why I handed all the management to council and to see to it that every day all the rubbish are collected in my area. Then I want a final internal audit report.
Audit inspection on Balit project January to December 2020.
Then a legi audit be mom pour 19 years yep la umba.
And your ward, she is also part of the people that were collecting, and you were.
mu ne fàttale ko mooy di last secretary bi nga xam ne moo ñëw.
Was brought to me at my ward.
am na ñetta ñi nga xam ne jaar nañ ci suma ward.
No.
Okay, but you can clearly remember was still there as a pointer.
Then at 2021,
so we will go back to the shortages. Yes. It's just to let you know that in 2021 there was a shortage at your ward.
3,550.
Nena
ticket ye bi nga xamne jaay nako moy
73,550.
Nena lo xamne dafa manché moy 406 61,550. Manché na moy 461,500
had a shortage.
Nena yegulo ne Mr. Binta Jabang amna manché.
Then will it be safe to say that the Mbalit audit project wasn't present in the internal audit report?
Ñaari dafa bëgg pour nga léral ko nda unit bi sen audit report bi nda jangul gis loko musloko gis yobuñ ko ci sen council bi. We used to gather to discuss about the Mbalit.
This is end of year audit report for 2021.
Li mota mo mu la ko egal because bi so ko sété comme li nga wax
at safety man ñewut
it wasn't brought to my attention
as related to you, but it was presented in a council sitting because two of the councillors were
parce que société yow bala nga ñëw fi amna ñaari councillor ñi nga am ne ñëw nañ fi té
one of the persons was the councillor before you, Kemo Cisse. He was taken through this with regards to his ward, the shortages. He remembered clearly that so it's clear that the 60,000 at your ward.
Kon 60,000 bi ngay wax ne bobu rek mo
just as I read to you, 2021.
mooy 2021 mbalit internal mbalit report bi nga xam ne audit report bi nga xam ne def nañ ko ci kaw mbalit.
With regards to your ward, that will come separate, but the fact that the 60,000
wala report bi yow fekkewu ko kon doo ko mooy ñaari affaire yi nga xam ne yooyu dana tax doo mun a yëg léegi nii boobu tam dafa manqué loo am pour wax.
waaye mooy li ma wax rek dama ne bañuma.
way things were going, anything can get involved.
Okay, anything like what aside from
mismanagement
from it? Tell us the possibilities of the mismanagement that you said can happen.
Aside from la bungi xew.
Because ci da nga gis every day da nga gis ticket sellers ñom am nañ
was that the ticket sellers they have double access, that is they have access to the council.
Man li ma supervise rek man bi ma nek from 2019 I'm always
year 2019 I was very proper on the ground.
li ma iteloon mooy bu make sure ne gox bi mu war a dem mu collect mbali
where we let the rubbish be collected, all the rubbish.
Now for this shortage for this 60,000, do you have any prior warning with regards to shortage or any issues in connection to your ward?
Then I was once written by the Mbalit manager to inform me or ask me. I think this was 2019. I'm even searching for it. Yes, this is the very letter.
Chair, we apply to tender the letter dated 31st, Councillor Peter Mendy, subject outstanding into evidence as an exhibit.
Award with the subject outstanding Mbalit ticket payment. The letter is from Kanifing Municipal Council Mbalit Project. The letter is signed by Bakari Singate, Mbalit Project Manager. An exhibit and it is marked as LGC/PM/KMC/002.
Anything concerning your ward?
This was the one that I get responsibility that I will refund it or I repay.
But on 51,000 was indicated.
Then 51,000 bob like one for.
My statement, but the money is about 60, 50. Munuma Fatel go 2019.
I cannot be certain at the time I was giving my statement. I said it's about 60.
Around roughly.
About 60,000.
Then I want 60,000.
About 60,000.
Dafa des ak wala lu ëpp neena lolu bokut
wa da nga gis ne letter bi Bakary Singate mom mo nekkon dem balet melni mom moko binda.
This letter was written by Bakary Singate who would tell me the amount, the total amount.
Yes,
I cannot even ascertain how much was it to me, then I paid.
Okay, we will definitely go into the details of that payment and how. But was it taken?
nee na léegi affaire bi bon nañ ko toppa ñu mën a xam mbiri fay bi nu mu demee woon mu ne fay bi.
And may we request the exhibit, the letter? Your permission, the witness will have to read the letter.
boobu nga gis ci biir letter boobu dafa bëgg nga read ko ni ñëpp dégg la.
To date, and while we have attempted on several occasions calls and letter have gone unanswered, this matter has now reached a critical point, and case have now been payment of this amount to avoid the word west stroke. The chair of the committee immediately to advise for full payment of this outstanding already been made. Please disregard this letter. Thank you in advance for your thank.
So, before receiving this letter, did you make payments?
Wow, mooy li ma wax rek da ngaa gis ne ñoom da ngaa gis ne ñu doon liggéey ak man foofu noonu xale dañ.
They were paid.
So moo tey dafa jëloon time pour ma contact leen li nga xam ne ndax dañ amee areas au book si nga xam ne joxoon nañ.
For me to inquire from them whether they have shortages.
Moo tax finally man ma ne leen na ngay def all the inquiries then ñu check ñu nga xam ne is missing then ñoom ñu contact.
Then let me be contact.
Then loolu la ngay def.
That is how they did. After doing so.
As in, because they're inquiring if it's paid.
Wow.
Yes.
Where is your response?
Go back to book something, book the concern about this 51,000. We check.
If you don't have it here, you can note it down and please provide.
Because dañ la bind letter yow nga ne da nga tontu pen ak paper luñu soxla fi rek nga bind ko pour nga baña faté néna letter bobu nga xamné sa response. It
then
was
how did you respond? Verbally?
Verbally in his office.
You can tell us you responded, but if we did not see anything in connection to that, we will not know.
Lana mona taxli yow officially dañ la bind moy formal pour informal wala yegal lu xew mu melni ñun naka lañ lay gomé né lolu xew na won wala dafa amone. I was called and I went to attend their call, answer to them, the mayor and the deputy mayor.
Okay, we'll get.
Ne bobu nga wara fay mbir mi.
Dañ ko
Deducted?
No.
Allowances.
Through my allowances.
You read. And while they attempt on several occasions to contact you.
Nena te def nañ sen katan. Nena gis nga ay o yi nga xamne dañ ko dañ la day aussi téléphone moy ay calls ak lettre yi nga xamne dañ la bind yépp amu tontu bu fa xew amna lettre buñ la bind bala bi no.
So which letter were they talking about?
That is just may I say
because ñu ñoo nekk ci council ma gis every day because li ma waxé né xaliss dafa manki man dama ko né na contact
where that they were trying to reach out to you.
Nena nda yeg nga ne tamit dañ la travail pour mëna jot wax ak yow
moy ñi mako wax rek ci
Mr. Peter, sorry. Mr. Mendy.
Nena yow Mr. Mendy.
Signed by Bakary.
Bi nga xamne Bakary ci boppa wax nga ne moko sign.
Singate. He is referring.
li nga wax sa statement mooy 60,000.
We have not seen anywhere
nee na gisuñu ko fenn.
that will distinguish the two amounts.
te lu ñu nga xam ne loolu yëg nañ ko foofu wala am nañu understanding.
It's a different amount from the 60,000 they could not receive.
nee na li nekk na koo jot.
And they attributed that to your son.
nee na te fu ñu ko teg mooy.
Our understanding.
nee na ñun lu ñu si xam mooy.
This 51,000.
This 51,000 bi.
Is two different shortages.
nee na yi nga xam ne ñaari shortages yu bokkut.
So can you
Lima allege the amount is around roughly about 60,000.
Roughly around 60,000.
Letter bi dafa yaga dama am pour jël time pour mëna sét ndax dina ko mëna gis.
This 51,000 is one and the same with the 60,000.
Léegi lu ñuy def mooy.
So please note that and provide information.
Mu ne nga binde ko pour nga bañ a
so please note that one down and
ici ñu ay kayit yi nga xam ne yu wér yi nga xam ne yooyu mun na leeral naka la mbir mi demee bu 60,000 bi ak 51,000 beneen affaire la nee na léegi bindil nga ici ñu kayit yooyu.
waaw li ma bëgg a wax mooy rek statement bi man maa ko binda. amu fa one month.
My son was included.
waaw waaye amul dara li nga xam ne dañ alay ne suma doom la man maa leen wax ne la suma doom am foofu lii the reason why lan moo tax suma doom nekkoon foofu bi ko man pour affaire si rek nakal tuwaate suma.
I may think that the two are not same, but I stand to be corrected if I have evidence to see otherwise. Where you said that the mayor, that is the mayor of KMC, out from my monthly allowances without being issued any receipt as evidence of payment, but these deductions were highlighted in my.
Thank you. Mr. Mendy, read the first paragraph.
First paragraph.
My son was part of the team.
Yes, continue.
The mayor further contacted my books. Subsequently, the finance department of being issued any receipt as evidence of payment, but this deduction were highlighted in my payslip.
Okay.
How I don't know. Yeah,
wow, daf koy explainal and man tuma party leader on na ma ci keram mo ne man party la as far as my responsibility man I will take everything.
Sorry, say that again.
Suma
service management
li la gay wax lu am la way ñom buñ ci involve man I will pay everything.
What they have said
should give you the details of the shortages, that way you will contact the collectors and you will know where the fault is from.
Yes.
And you added that
telling on the Puru Yamana Jot Halis be or shortages being has boom and collectors you.
Did you end up
some even I cannot see them.
I
don't see them.
Because no man malen.
Collectors you, yes.
Yes, you did not employ them.
Then but
they are under your ward.
Yes.
You had gone through your ward collectors, you realized that they were having shortages and you know them. You did that will make a total sum of about 60,000 or 50.
Why lu tax nga daldi ñëfé pour jël mbir mi nga fay xaliss bi moy comme sa doom bokk na da nga ko report ci council
waaw report na to dem balit manager pour ñu gëné ñi yépp ñu def fa yenen ticket collectors.
As far as this, and I had a good advice from
Talib, that's the mayor.
The mayor, okay. It's better as far as your son is there, let you remove him from there.
Immediately, from that advice, immediately, no lack of
yeah, because he's not paid.
What's not balanced is you reported the matter.
No.
Concern, do you go formal at any point? Do you write?
Communication letters formally.
The leader is not is it, how do they call it, critical enough for you to respond?
Or sa boss di ko yegal nena yow be legi de am lo communication bi nga mëna def bi nga xamne dang ko def formal pour bind nañ ko ñun ñep yow ya sa nango nga ne waaw dañ la ko bindel di laajte wala di la yegal wa yow yep tontu bobu yep ay jémeñ la rek
waaw tontu bi mooy li ma wax mooy dañ council comme ni dimbalit manager dafa binda dafa mo njëkka binda.
Mr. Mendy,
Yes.
it is also your responsibility to get up straight with those collectors. But you didn't do that. There is one thing to be actually liable of.
si sa wax bi yëpp am na ñoo xam ne loolu daal mënuñu ko leeral wala understand nañu loolu mooy yow bi nga dem binduloo defuloo dara report loolu waaye because of sa doom bokk na lii moo taxoon nga dal di pare pour fay xaalis. as I said just to make it
jox leen responsibility bi ñoom ñu take up seen only.
Sorry, that you took loan to execute, is that correct?
nee na problème
Been missing in the collection of revenue in terms of, you understand?
leeral nga fi ne yëg nga ne waaw am na manche bu xewoon.
What they are asking is, why didn't you write formally to
audit wala auditeurs yi ñu dem pour gis mbir mi pour xam naka la pour ñu mën a xam naka. ne waaw yow jël nga responsibility bi pour fay xaalis bi.
But it got you to a level where the mayor has to call your party leader to report. They were not resolved. It got to a level where he had to call your party leader to report you. Why did you fail to write formally reporting the fact that there has been, in your previous testimony, that the system was so much prone to fraud because of the way the ticket.
So pour wone gaay ne waaw mbir mi nii la demee am na manche bu xew wala nii la demee lu tax leeral loo gaay te yow sa boppa fii.
ñun ak managers yi ak daal the people responsible. mais comme noo leen ko xalaatee ña noo leen ko xalaatee ni man xalaatee wu ma ko noonu.
We are always together with
You've made mention that all the
Sisa allowance bi.
Wow.
Yes.
And prior to that you've accepted liability
Nee na ci kaw
for the receipt of paying the total sum and provided.
nga bind loolu balaa nga bañ a koo fàtte. So
We can move to the next issue. About the ward allocations.
nee na
luñ nangotoon mooy ci council bi da nga gis ne 100,000.
at council level for 100,000.
100,000 per
annum.
Per annum.
And that was straight for 5 years.
Nee na lu taxoon daa dafa am lu tax be yéen.
Pour ñu ne lifin bi naka la tuwaati availability of the lifin bi naka la tuwaati funds yi.
No.
Now to Mr. Famara Fofana.
Nee na te wax nga ne fii mbir bi yëpp da nga ko jébal nga handing over note.
Déedéet.
So how did you hand over to Mr. Famara?
Kon yow naka nga ko jébaloon Famara.
Was it just the bank account number?
D'accord, so da nga gis ne anything that belongs to him moom dina ñëw ki ko dina ñëw jël inventory.
Some of the items or the
Okay, no records was
And
handed over to Mr. Famara.
lu mel ni ay
It
kayit.
was just an office.
waaye just pour wécci office rek.
dafa fekk ne suma plife ndakal tuwaati suma time was jeexoon na foofu noonu. So da ngay se back
away and I have taken them to kept them away. I
dañ
took
ko
them and kept them before I hand over the office.
borom place dafa ne ñu génne
Because the
Handing over documents.
nee na waaye amul kayit yi nga xam ne da ngeen ko bind mooy handing over document.
These funds. Every year, 500,000. So the only two projects that were in Kotu.
nee na at bu nekk 500,000 nee na kon yow project bi nga xam ne wax nga ko wala am nga ko foofu mooy development project. mooy
How much do you have in total as to the ward allocation funds that was coming in during your time?
ñëw nañ wala ñu ngi yow di ñu ngi lay joxe.
xam naa ne benn time amoo time.
Was that?
nee na ban at la woon bi.
around na nekk boori 20.
Provide all the documents concerning that.
Yes, you can provide. Now we accept the commissioners have with regards to that before I move to the other issue. So the next issue is about the.
nee na ndax am na benn jamono bi nga xam ne wala dafa am jamono bi nga xam ne bokk nga si market exercise.
mënuma fàttale.
As it was called.
Yes.
Yes.
How much did you receive? And you did not participate in any exercise from either of the committees you serve as a member?
Exercise la waaye li ma mën a wax mooy rek mënuma fàttali ko ne def naa market exercise.
Yes, I received the amount and it was told that the reason for this money was for the market exercise. Nena legi si committee yi nga boka ban committee nga boka si exercise bi? Establishment committee and account committee.
Waaw mooy comme establishment and this fraud tickets yi léegi mën nañoo génn pour dem benn market like laajte si den ñu wax ñu ñuy jóg ñu dem den dugal ci mën a check.
Yes, for markets, namely Latrikunda and so on. Yes, I can.
That's just at the establishment committee.
Establishment committee now.
Or they involve ñeneen dina am ñu they invite from the other committees.
Yes, we used to involve some from the market committee, yes.
And you've received the 10,000 honorarium.
Mooy comme ni wax ni ko gaay
this is special for honorarium.
Did you receive this 10,000?
Nena naka nga ko jote yo?
Nakal tuati dinañ dee like feast yi su amee ni
like Tabaski
wala Korité
the only Christian at council.
Balale ma example ma joxe li ma like Christmas.
For instance, Christmas time was is at 26 or 27.
So sila appeal.
By appeal.
Ndamuna am so lefen nakal tuati before the 25th.
Be able to prepare something ahead of Christmas.
Lolu rek la won moy
this was the only thing one and the same.
Yes.
Nena yeg nañ ne am na ñaari allowance yu nga defé.
The market is paid during the feast.
Honorarium bi nga
and it is paid across the board to all the councillors. Now Tabaski allowance of 10,000.
Nena legi mu ngi la laajte nda market exercise ne boobu tam dañ ko dee joxe mooy fukki junni 10,000 nena legi nga élaboré tuñu pour leeral ñu foofu parce que ñaari fay nga xam ne bokkuñ.
I'm saying there are two allowances being paid here.
ñaari allowance lañ leen def.
Market exercise.
Market exercise.
No, so that is what I'm saying. So I am now asking you whether, because you have just admitted and you have stated in your the 9th of August 2018, right? You participated. No, that is where you said you have never participated.
ñu ne pour market exercise te market exercise boobu nee na musta am jamono yi nga xam ne yow bokk ak.
Honorarium for feast.
leeral ñu xaalis bi nga xam ne yow jot nga ko mooy 10,000 bi nga wax ndax honorarium bi nga 10,000 bi nga jot boobu nekk na xaalis boo xam ne market exercise so every year we used to have honorarium.
Okay, thank you. So
thank you.
It is for the yearly feast.
Dina boobu pour at comme su julli jotee.
So you can proceed.
You have your advance salary, you call it?
Sa salary bala 25th bi di jot wala 26th.
Because it's clear that technically wherein you will receive this honorarium. So was
bi nga xam ne boobu nga dee jot honorarium.
Was
as one advance payment.
That was my salary advance payment. That's the only thing.
Mr. Mendy, sorry, the answer was it was granted, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, aside from the advance salary that was given.
No.
Okay. Unless there is any other question.
Thank you very much. I just have a few questions.
Or a paper that I want to sue.
What is that paper about?
The charges.
The ballot procurements, the days, the counties, and the charges.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. We apply to tender.
Management project Kololi Ward collection.
You should not have asked your son to be part of the team to collect revenue or
Wow, d'accord, nangu na.
Yes, I do. Nena place bobu su fekkee ne da nga bëggoon pour mu liggéey foofu ñu koy fay da nga waroon apply.
Suma bopp.
The reason why I did so, I was just trying to defend myself.
accountable for it.
Nena te da nga gis ne manqué soo amee ñoom seen boppa ñoo koy fay.
Do you understand that?
Nena leer na si yow. I don't know.
No, we need to see at the council, we then you get from different parties.
If you see those at the council, that is the right thing. There will be people opposite you to see to it that you got failure to it.
Lolo mo taxone ma jël suma dom def ko.
Lolu mom soko sété warton.
This is a service to the people.
Dina service war nga ko jox nit ñi.
And regardless of how you see it,
comme ni ko gisé,
it has to be in
xamné lolu moy fanay wala loi bi lu tédal pour liggéey kat yi naka lañ ko wara doxalé.
So in that aspect,
your
son was implicated.
If
he was, that is a fact.
Dina ko don fay suma dom su fa nekkon nekkut fa as far suma responsibility la.
Who was in charge of collecting the monies or the revenue in this process?
Koku ngeen taxawal ki nga xamne koku mo lay collect xaliss bi.
Moy secretary at the end of the day secretary be la gaay di.
That's the secretary.
Who was the secretary?
Nena kan moy secretary.
The secretary by then munuma ko fa.
4 secretaries.
So when the secretary collects these monies, when the secretary collect revenue,
nena secretary bi su jëlé xaliss bi.
What is he or she
hand over the council?
You hand over the monies to council.
And so if there is any amount missing,
nena
who should be responsible if the secretary is to collect revenue, the money to the council? Now, who should be responsible?
Wax nga ne secretary bi mo de jot xaliss bi, mo de dajale xaliss bi, mo de yobu xaliss.
Not pay that money.
No,
your son has not.
Nena setal ci li nga wax de.
Way da nga gis ne ci digënté
regardless of what you say here.
Nena wax bobu yeb nit ko xamne deug la du mëna gom sa wax bobu.
Unless your son has access to the monies.
They fail xaliss bi bala ñu na la fayal xaliss bi sax.
And if they acted on
tay suñ nangué tamit
any reasonable person would not even have agreed to pay the money.
Nena kep ko xamne sa bi fu mu warta nekk.
And he was engaged in fraudulent activity.
Nena comme yow yaay papa am wajur fokk nga taxaw nga.
The bottom line is your son was engaged in fraudulent activity.
Nena way dega bi moy sa doom bokk na ci tapale bi de.
Waaw dega na way ma elaborate fofu nonu.
I do, but I need to elaborate. The books. That was, those are the things that have was added over.
Books not valuable. Is anything of value? The ticket book. And then it has to generate income. So if you have a ticket book of 100 tickets, he has stolen. He had access to cash because he had access to the tickets. But you don't come and sit here. Not, a man of character would not do that.
Okay, we go ahead.
Could not remember, you said in your statement, signing the or taking part in the market exercise in relation to
market exercise being happening. Johan and Fofu Harris would have been $260,000. For
is it more likely that it happened or
yeah, it might be possible.
If you had taken in an exercise like this for 25 days, would you not recall naturally?
Be able to forget that.
Exactly. So the issue is we have had some councillors who
déglu gaay daal gom na ne lii sa musta am.
Correct? Kemo Cissé?
Nee na
Kemo Cissé, Councilor Kemo Cissé?
nee na xam nga Kemo Cissé councilor.
Waaw.
Nee na moom am na lu mu bantuwaat fii de nee na sign bi nga xam ne sign la pour liggéey bi comme soo fekkee bés bu nekk soo ñëwee nga war a sign nee na sign boobu de ñoom benn bés rek lañ ko def.
Do you recall that?
nee na mun ngaa fàttaliku loolu.
Déedéet.
No.
Why do you not think it is wrong? Probably it's a rookie error, but do you not think it is wrong to sign taking $10,000 knowing fully well that
moo gën a bëri nee na waaye yow sa boppa sax balaa nga sign kayit nga juñ fay la fukki dara bii moom lu ñu wax sax amut nee na ndaa dafa war.
Waa mi kaasiya suñ la ooyee ñu ne la da nga dem honorary minimum 10,000 councilor bu nekk nga den su fekkoon dafa taxaw as an individual xëy na di nga am questions yoo ko mën a laajte o nga am xel ñaar.
How did this money was paid by the cash for?
I agree. You never asked for this amount. This is councilors.
nee na councilors yëpp juróom ñaari fukki councilor ak juróom ko na wax ne da ngeen ñëw ay gan ngeen te yëgu leen naka la mbir mi di demee.
But now
waaye councilors yi yéen nit ñi dañ leen jël pour ngeen liggéey nit ñi.
and your allowances are supposed to be clearly spelled out.
nee na te
It has to be clearly spelled out.
nee na boobu war nañ de te war a def ne wala fee bi sax wartoon pour ñu fay leen.
Would you agree that is totally wrong?
nee na mbaa da nga nangu ne loolu du yoon. At that time we are newly therein, so I was not aware wrong, and when you take the monies you sign.
The last issue is in your statement you said in the last page.
nee na yow sa ñetteel kàddu bi.
No, I mean the third paragraph, sorry.
ñetteel bi.
Additionally, I am aware
ay honorarium bi nga xam ne ku nekk yaa ngay jot fukki junni.
during Muslim feast.
nee na mbaa foog ngeen ne lii dafa jaar yoon pour councilor ñu leen di jox ay xaalis su festival jotee façon yooyu.
xam nga am na fu ma state woon leen neen we were new waaye xëy na duñ ko jël waaye xamañ ko ni waaye councilor si ba tey sax ma xëy na yaa naka doon ma bant woon leen ne leen ne councilor.
When we came freshly and I repeat it again, we were not aware that this wasn't a correct move of receiving monies from council. So we thought it was genuine monies that we are receiving.
Mr. Bendy, if you ask and they may tell you if you ask the teachers, the police officers, I may, but then creating allowances just to give
wow, d'accord na.
Yes, so that's all for this witness.
Yes. And kindly do so by next week, Wednesday. We expect you to bring us the documentation that
like the am na yeneen documents yi moo yi ma note down mooy bi ma ñëwee on Thursday.
So if the HR also who might be there to assist you in the event that you do not have, you will communicate that to this thing. But we have given you up to Thursday to put.
Good afternoon, Mike. Can you hold it close to your mouth the way I am holding of Enquiry into local government councils and related matters? What is your religion?
What?
Your religion.
I'm a Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony? Can you help the witness then? Yeah. Okay, do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation, Mr.
I will affirm.
Okay, Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Okay, use your right hand.
Okay.
I, Lamin Davo, do solemnly
shall be
the truth,
the
whole truth, and nothing. You may be kindly seated.
Okay.
Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to for us to proceed.
Very well, I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah.
You are welcome.
Thank you very much. Please tell the commission your name. So Dabo, what is your address?
Bundumbohol, my address.
What is your
school?
Yes. Go on.
1987 to 1991.
Please proceed.
Yes. From there, after the secondary four, I then joined.
Is that all?
Still now I'm back on the hand.
Yes, I do.
We will ask that you be given a copy of.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, do you from you by
These are my statements, but I have some.
2020
And
page 2.
Page 2.
On location. The reminder Bundumbohol Bantaba Ward benefited 200,000 from 2019 instead of 20.
You can rectify that in your oral testimony.
Ni lafta fale na ni be diamu na bayri sa ni mu statement ya sa fale war sa be sirinda
Okay.
Very well.
Any other?
Another one. Well, I mean the comment instead of
and that the place where I indicated that I received an amount of 100,000 and I was
1/6.
And I declare that yes, it was my 1/6.
Which page is that? Is it the second page?
Yes, second page. It's second page, yeah.
That's correct.
Of it paragraph?
Yeah.
Where you have on the issue of payment to council.
On the issue of the honorarium payment.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You can also correct these things in your. We will ask you questions.
Okay.
And we will hear your oral. Date of birth is accurate.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
We apply to tender the statement. We apply to have it admitted into evidence and marked accordingly.
This of September 2024, made by the witness Lamin Davo, is admitted in evidence as an exhibit. 01.
As the commission pleases. Now,
Bundum, Bohol, Bantaba.
From 2018?
About 2018.
From 2018,
yeah. You have a ward development committee?
Ako committee also for ward development committee. Ako committee no lukale. Yes, we do.
How often do you have meetings?
Sometimes every month, sometimes every 2-3 months.
Yeah, but why would you have meetings every 2 months? Would there not be any pressing issue to discuss?
It depends on sometimes on the schedule, the busy schedule.
Do you keep minutes of these meetings?
Ako signal sita alko alka meeting no leke alka safele bang meeting we come for minutes.
Sometimes
yes, sometimes we do, sometimes we do. Come nyinne fata karle di amta wala nyinne fo wala minutes. Ako munat na luka.
Responsible minute when it's
you know, it's the secretary who used to take minutes.
Lamin Cisse by then.
Lamin Cisse by then.
Was he taking minutes to produce these minutes? Would you be able to produce them?
Right
now, the mantra office a mantra side.
You don't have these minutes?
No phone in Tarangani Nicola, but I didn't phone because
right now, I can't tell anything, but probably if I go back, I can make a search to it of the secretary.
But he has to be replaced. There will be another one who will serve as secretary.
Yes, we have replaced him after his term elapsed.
Yes, or with the secretary or with the chairperson.
A mantra do call an officer. So I became she say.
Unless if I make a request to see that whether I can be able to lay hands on the said minutes, since he left with us. Find out.
Now we will ask that you produce the minutes of meeting.
Because I'm commissioner for the Sasikan Purio Ministol Bay, Samananjang, Ministol Mianokal, Committee meeting may is done 2023, Kabo 2018 for 2023.
For 2023.
Meeting from him for more than 5 months. But from here, I will do my best to make a it
is along those lines that we've asked you to produce.
Okay. Okay.
The other issue is at the
do
you have development plans? Every year.
Yes.
You asked
community development plans, but I will find out.
We've also asked, we will ask that you also produce the next.
I put lights, street lights.
Would you be able to?
So contract call for contract documents.
If those projects were completed, we will need the certificate.
Certificate, completion certificate or certificate of completion.
The other issue
yes, I do.
How do you board at council level?
Council ya atolka haimanya
account. So you retire.
When you retire that,
you don't have 100,000 dealer.
Then you
the second one 50,000 soto.
We had an amount of 100,000 and the following year 50,000.
Not the following year 50,000. He said 2021 he received 150.
You got 2021
No, man,
I was not given the remaining 50. Very well. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Have you been retiring this? Do you retire, Mr. Dabo?
Ako ka retire ba?
Ang karita.
Ako for evidence bi jël mais ay tan ko toñale retirement ketale.
Ang karita clerk yal.
Yes, I do retire to the carita ka samba finance director la foy ka di clerk wala.
Non te karita clerk le ate na jibe even single dalasi na mangi.
These retirements.
Retirement soul.
Okay.
All right.
Now, my question was, this decision made? How would council take the decision to do these allocations, for instance, to this? How is the decision process, the decision-making process? What is the decision-making process?
General council meeting.
We normally call or summons a general council meeting.
So now decide
allocated 200,000 yearly.
But that 200,000 only.
But that 200,000.
If 100,000
of another 100,000 will be issued to you.
So general council decide now.
So this is a decision from the general council.
All the wards.
Ako sign wato for ali quartier all across the board.
Do you know Peter Mendy?
Ako Peter. Yes, I do.
He used to be a councillor.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
He gave a statement. And let me read to you.
Oh, okay.
He said, regarding ward allocation, sums that could clearly ward benefit from annually. But there were instances that
because council come in for
these funds and then others would not. Because of lack of sufficient funds?
No.
That decides as to how the allocations
discuss at the general council
and
how much should be paid.
Every word in Yanta Jola, Nita Council Paratella Dogo Keka.
Every word when the council is for me, I followed mine until and I know that it happens, we get it, it is paid to my account. But if you don't follow it to get it, it will be difficult for you to get it. But I know that of mine.
But every council
before you are eligible or qualified, is there a requirement?
Ako sign misali fi ila development plan fo ko wala landi ba ya itandila utumole ka kodo so ka kanyari
ngana restore be ka fu ñom attack ngadi clag la.
I put all the receipts together and I hand it.
You do your developments and then when you are done, you issue the how would the clerk know what you are doing and how much it will cost?
Ako clerk ko ba na nyaade le tika men dogu andu wo be jarla jelle la.
Project
for ika kayti dole itandila landi be podi do ko euro
clerk ya.
I
only the retirement.
I present the document to the council, the clerk when retiring it.
No receipts after you have done the job.
Akonyi ngaro mendi. Landi be ko nangam lebe dépense la ji. For dindo ko dum banta ni receipt le
account on this was an account
when the monies are disbursed into my account. We sit and discuss to know these monies will develop which project. Then that is not
any meetings that will highlight from the ward level what you are supposed to submit to council as form of projects for your ward. before the beginning of the year.
Ako sa sango be sila ntol be sulare kono nani sango ni sida be nyinni yuruwa wala be sulare wala ako fo ko allocation is paid to us
after 2080 election beginning election from pareda
after the election. We sit and we have a training exercise. Then there we sit with the field workers to know how much this money could be able to.
So please execute it
And
in your ward
during
the period
to 2023.
31st. All right? Council, you may proceed.
Yes. You also mentioned that you're part of
agricultural sort committee.
business.
Ako for a company sort of wala business.
No.
Construction.
Ako for a loro construction dem for ibe wala kan side.
But local construction.
Yes,
I'm register.
Register.
Ako muna na register.
No ma ko do so no
Paid.
Ako ke jole.
If you have contracts, you said.
Ako ni contract also do ifanga yafo.
Do you not think it is even proper to?
Na hamo benal bari yalon ala koku ne na woro si abakache bar ma plan kan pour ka na company register.
That is my
will. It's not yet.
And I'm planning, but unfortunately still.
Yes.
Yes.
For my construction.
Yes. Lempo ito bakajo na mo bakajo. Ako muna tina.
A company le ma register wala na mo kana mo.
Councillor, you more than anybody else, do you not think you should really champion the
those people who are giving me contracts right now, they don't give me contracts. This is why I halted.
No, but you've already said that you've still. But thanks for your honesty, but you have to try and register and pay your tax.
Okay, I'll do it.
I will do that.
Have you benefited from any contracts from council?
A contract there.
Have you engaged in any form of construction on behalf of council?
No,
not at all.
All right. Now, the other councillors were paid an amount altogether. It is $260,000.
It
Should be $270,000, including the Lord Mayor. By GRTS.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Kindly take your seat. Help your witness. Continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government. May I remind you that you are under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair.
Mr. Dabo, be similar kan? Iko be similar. Be pare hanisa inde ke haklo bulande num ko ikalta nu nyawo kalo.
Council, we may proceed.
Yes, some of the issues. Said as highlighted in his statement.
Akon nakaja ni haklo ba kan nung munta asunta damento wala mo ifangola. Ako san ateku kala fo na esamba ifangola kalmo.
Statement, the first page.
Ako wala mila kalmoti first page kalma nani njang first page. Ako edame foko.
$100,000 from council.
Ako makoro wala bala nyabo mi alon ko akete musundi ngolu mi alon ko senelal
Association and initiated school.
St. Jaws Senior Secondary School.
Can you give us a detailed explanation about what the nature of this support was?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Comme kami ngini ka charge wala project program woni
school garden program
biring ko fonyi nara KMC eni da nina agriculture committee sida pour project woni
to the agriculture committee at the council.
Narana si kakaja.
And the agreement was that they should be assisted with 100,000.
That one
disposed to their accounts.
Council Narana this was young farmers.
After council informed the committee, that is the agricultural committee, that the money so that they can be able to go ahead with their work.
So
I was the first person to assist them by taking or going ahead with the shovel. When I did that, after then they started.
So the project start.
After starting the project,
election on
and during that, then it happens, the election.
So you mentioned that you drilled a borehole at the Backwater Women's Horticultural Garden as well.
Ako fanang aleni fojang walai ni fojang ko e borehole sinum Backwater Horticulture that they highly needed a borehole there.
Not na proposal on dara purka borehole sinje. Approved coming borehole nyanda sina Backwater la garden.
And council approved that the borehole should be digged at Backwater.
Another contract or the.
But upon my visit at the site, I found that the borehole was already been dug. To the person, I can't tell. I don't know the individual.
But
I found that.
Would you be able to do that?
No, I didn't see.
Contractor la kuola for isi fen lonye wala isi fen bondo.
No contract because contract nyanta kelale.
The obligation that our committee have is to discuss and agree that yes, there must be development or there. Sanji Jumale Ninketa.
I forgot that.
I can't remember.
This was.
Akobarmbe sulari wo information ola ya safe wati Jumale Ninketa.
Okay.
$100 as well for this young female farm association in relation to the Charles Jaws Secondary School. I want that to be
Charles Jaw. Ako kodo atol famole ka depanso ke bang faale kodo dum itol famole bulu ka famole sagi. These monies were disbursed to their own account, so it was the society or the But I can't tell exactly the way this money was used.
Who was the chairman of the how about the secretary?
Ako secretary Mujumalti.
Secretary, no, my secretary.
Secretary, that is the one who used to come there.
The other issue the issues of honorarium.
Ako wala mu honorarium ni le nyabo.
There was this year 2018.
Ako ni sango memu 2018. Ako voucher me yalongo mo lu nyaaje.
180818 is the voucher. Is in relation to a market exercise.
Ako woy me itandi wala mu ale bala mamma ngole ke memu market exercise.
$170,000 for 2 vouchers.
Andanga mo be ni ajuwe ko do men jota ji a beta ta fo wili cheme fla wili taworo. The investigators when I was questioned.
Iko 26 days ngole kam ko I don't know.
The exercise, but I told them that I can't remember. Exactly.
Sign.
Because due to the fact that there wasn't any document that I had
but
signed.
Exercise.
But it la kalmon memo ila statement ye mem foje wala ko hakilo mambula ko wato men na yin exercise ke. Why at the first time I said to the commission that
because
I wanted to amend some of the statements. I said to them that I can't remember how many days, but I will not say I did not. Ako nying bala mamando keta muneti mun kama exercise oni.
Nga kenyine kama komen kada Marcel Jibe.
Which so how were you into groups or did you go around the market the 26 which group were you in?
Group Jumale to?
Abe mu committee kilonte rek amache komen ko group.
I don't understand. Was it a committee exercise or was it the entire councillors in this exercise?
Because Sata Marcel to exercise la bang for council be tata exercise la Marcel.
Yalo different committee because otumo council be maja committee kilo
all the 26 councillors.
Ako san nyininka akai nyininka menna for allow committee o damale tata inspector. All the committees are involved.
And all the committees were involved.
Ako committee will be yes, all the councils are involved.
Now, Mr. Dab.
Hangaje ko 25 days onye ngabe sign. Signoje ande fama jahalle soto ta nyaadile because fenne me ala wato nyi metale comme nga fa jamé.
These 25 days. But to my surprise is that how does it happen? Because this was a long time, so I can't remember.
If you want to justify that you have freely attended 25 days of you clearly said you cannot remember taking part in this exercise. You said now you recall taking part in this exercise. That's not supposed to be a problem. Now the question is
no because maka safere keje nin ton dara
the details because I do not take notes or I don't write. It's only the clerk who used to write or record.
Mr. Dabo, don't do that. You have to choose one. Dabo, you took part in exercise 25 days and you
ako kilinde fo italamin dabo idabe exercise kono and jole
or you did not take part in that exercise but you were Peter Mendy
ako Peter Mendy member taja
the councillor that I told you about
I met
but he himself did not take part. He could not remember taking part in this kind of exercise.
Ako barate fango wo anema ma ako dol fanan dol udin dol wol fana wala
fone take part in this exercise.
Ako itol ne ma kalam ta pour ko tata exercise
this market
ako sa be nyini kala ko te ite be sirinteng ako fo ite fanan da be mol kono mi ala kala tata exercise wala ban tin kar tang ani lulu wala be kan
If your answer is no or you can't remember,
ni ko hani wala mang hakilo ako sa munda ko ha bolo be bulle de
yalo saga ma fole bi han bar mari mamano ko exercise for 25 days.
When I saw it, I cannot remember whether I did it for the exercise for 25 days.
exactly, because
Ako bayri ni aje hakilo mama am nene man soto be fam am
accept
soto
it, move on.
atra fenne mi ka keta wala soto tan ko hakilo ba mala te mela fa wo man bata yes, it's something that had happened, but now my doubt is that whether I have attended for the
Activity that you are paid, all councillors
dolla sulo be damen walantol be lori damen laftamen lonna wolem tili muwanni lulo ko ale woleke andu yali jole
not 24,
ako amanke mo tili
not
muwanni
23.
amanke tili muwanni.
Is it true that you never took part in any exercise for 25 days?
Ako san akenyini dana ni man tarawo exercise ko me ko aketale alkafa ko tili muwanni lulo
no yalla ndebe lor ndaba han bimbe wonto ngalo le ko
5 days I cannot remember.
Why would you sign for 25 days if you haven't done it for 25 days?
Ako sa ngatra ite ma ay tani ko tili muwanni lulu munat na yoke
no mo bala wala
5 years 26 years and you forgot what you that I have done it.
yeah
Peter Men, you were new in council, all of you.
Wotumo atol be ninkumu albelunta yale kono atol be mkutamal
Are also being paid, so everyone was paid.
ako atede ya commande la je wala haklo semen mutaje wala mko ate ya commande ka fa ko ila ko do fele because council be ila ko do
Paid.
ya jo
Is that the same with you as well?
ako fa ka ke wala nyama fa nang ita ke ta wala nyama
a joro nyi wakera la badala pita meni la miro mala miro din
different opinion.
Yes.
yeah
Now, the one you remember taking part in,
ako haklo be men kan ko imabe ta men la dum
sadly, the one you remember taking part in,
ako haklo be men na ko dabiye
how many of you?
ako almo jalu council
one
is
you-
there and the department are among them.
The one you recall taking part in,
Ako kam
no no do fono mo jelle be
I cannot be able
o
to
yale
say
mamme sa petal na
take your
because
time.
something that you don't write you can't remember or tell exactly.
The one you recall taking part in, being the same team. With.
Ako imo councilor jumale mi ala ko haklo ya ma ko fana be dol sita jana dandi te bi
ala safar la ndaba kata mo woni ni ke register register mbota je sonta kay to jela ko take so do fana mi na register ko take so ni de malon
through registration because I don't hold the register, just go there, register yourself and go, so it will be very difficult.
Who did you? Can you recall going to visit any market with in relation to this exercise? Just one name. In relation to this exercise.
Ni exercise ko no.
And again, be careful because they all
ndede mo to fono mentara because nte na register kele mbota je so mala me register ko aftante fana ko take because nte na register
after me
other question. Which of the markets did you visit? Do you recall you, Mr. Dabo, visited?
Ako sa
ngachule amala ko ngabakaw tar maka maseto
I can remember going to Bakau and Bundum Bohol.
Bakau and
ko sinya jalu albita Bakau.
After amanjo exercise jamat.
Is it the exercise or after the exercise?
this exercise itself.
I don't know. Non tar me manola jelle.
You said senior something. Just say the number.
Ako si ako fo haklo sa mano ko
Ndo fono.
I cannot remember.
Do you think you have been there for about 4 times or 5?
Not sinya na. No, I cannot tell.
Because it would not make sense to go to Bakau market for about 5 times, would it?
Non tax jula ma kontara marché parce que no manda marché da mala.
I cannot
Taken in this part in this exercise, but you don't have any exercise. Is that correct?
Ako sign as me itandila bayri fango ko yesi da bijele bare ila uta exercise or har menke.
Yeah.
Correct?
Ndada men na jango fo nan ko.
Arte je mi ko hakulo samano wala isari collect.
English.
Taso la ko.
Akilo seme maro je me wala minti ko.
All I can remember is exercise.
Nga jele ko marché dol bijele ka men consume.
Realize that some of the markets, what we have observed from those markets,
By then ball find out come.
that is the time.
That's not my question.
Ako man kat la ni ngaro tide.
The other issue
Ako kudo wolem.
is, you visit markets in relation to exercise and you will not have
No
notice.
mo be bo
Ako we keno la nyaade le itata fengo me jube ka korosi ap ka lankine with his side visit. There are people or there must be a person who is responsible for records.
So who was recorded in your team?
Ako fo wo banu atolla team ole kono bang. Yes, it's in the team record.
How about the other teams? Who was there?
Ako team dol juman used to go to the teams and write.
One clerk secretary will accompany 2, 3, 4 teams same time.
Ako amunta ko
Agla secretary mo kile makatara jede.
a clerk secretariat is not only one secretary.
How many clerk secretaries?
Sometimes most of banana katara of.
Sometimes 3 to 4 people.
How many clerk secretaries did you have in 2018?
I cannot.
How many clerk secretaries can you recall?
Ako hakilo si juman le ma. Secretarial ha hakilo si menu mano.
Non to mo lo because
No, I don't know.
Secretary kile assign wala dong ninga secretary kile long ndeno damal ka deal.
When I have an affairs or an issue there, if I go there, the secretary that they choose who.
Secretary will take the court and also you will sign your attendance on Monday.
Ako amunta ko telelungo ni tata ge secretarial ke to.
If you go on Tuesday as well, the secretary will also take the details.
To fara ni tata ge secretary faran ka safero ke asai.
Secretary ka jolo yama.
Yes, that's
So
correct.
for the 24, 25 days.
Lungo lu ni tata ge secretary ka kaito samana ne yasai.
Non to mari mo 25.
Itandila ba.
Let me show you the attendance list. The register.
Ako a itandila molu men.
Yes. So that is the register.
Yes.
And you have signed for the entire 25 days?
Yes, I saw that I signed all the days.
That you report to the market, you sign that list?
Yes.
Every single day that you report to this, let me repeat again. Do you sign this every single day that you report for the exercise? I know you have said yes 3, 4 times. I just want to give you one more opportunity.
You can sign. Yes, I do.
Or is it possible you did all this signature in one day?
No, it cannot be possible. It cannot be done in one day.
You see, if you are honest, it's simple.
Ni yo mi ko alla ko kafo me yala ko wala ka wala ba wala nya to ka wala kala ko korosi.
Do you recall who the person was?
No, I cannot remember.
Karamo Sise.
Ako wala Karamo Sise.
The coordinator or the supervisor?
Ako wala ay tan ko atele keta coordinator to and supervisor. Ako ni register about atele blue because atele records ba blue. What sit at the
Last week he sat where you are sitting right now. That anyone that signed that document, they signed it. You see? Now you are sitting here same day, one day. You signed 25 times and you were paid one day. What is your response to that?
Ako yemune soto be men jabi la je.
Non da hajilo bo muta.
No, I cannot remember that.
Because Mr. Is it?
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Ako ya faham.
Do you understand that?
Ako ya faham.
Is in relation to where you had said that, for instance, on your statement, the second page,
Ako paragraph kalama lulu nyango.
where you had said on the issue of honorarium payment to councillors.
Ako yemen fo jang komi honorarium ako nyinga ke fentumi alon ko ka kele wato men na ning misidimol bengol sita wala
For the periods 2019,
Kabo 2019, 2021,
and 2022,
and 2022.
And eventually received an honorarium payment of $10,000.
Ako jele alinata honorarium joro soto memu bala nyaboti mentata numea jo wala bila kasi avenka joro ke.
Sehu Sabali.
Wala mu ikamemfo Sehu Sabali.
I know that the said honorarium payment because we received in 2023 ahead of the. Where would you allocate yourselves or have honorarium payments for every Tobaski and Korite every year?
Ako muna yo sabu ni salo sita wala sukar salo le mu.
Jelen ka fo mejel amen nanu amange honorarium payment for salo ni. On by some ka wala ta pour salo.
What I was just trying to make an amendment 1/6, which I normally paid every month.
So it's a 1/6.
Yeah.
Ako ikajale sabaso ko ni kejo ila allowance.
Yes.
It's 18,000. I don't know.
18,700. I don't know.
If they give you $10,000, that's.
Ni omuta wate je wode siata fam la joroti ila allowance.
In 2018,
I forget that one. The first one we made there is 8,000. Started 2019.
This was started in the year 2019.
How much was your allowance in 2019?
Ako 2019 allowance on jelle.
No, I cannot remember.
I cannot remember.
But it is not more than $10,000.
Ako amanta mi $10,000.
Able to provide us with your allowance details, information.
Ila allowance ala kibarolu kaitol ben safeta wala ka ben dila ako isi wo sabana no moli jamma.
Allowance ka medina. In 2018 bin dara council.
When I went to council.
Na tara no 8,000 some dollars.
Exactly, but it was 8,000 some dollars.
Why you paid to the bank?
Ako foi ka jo bank le to.
Wa? Accountant table kan, but after being atare na more transfer kata bank.
When was that?
Ako keta sanjuma.
It is 2019 or 20. I cannot remember that.
I cannot be certain whether 2019 or
na bank
details.
Yes, please. Let's with the registrar and provide us with your bank details.
Ako offer safe saje ini register.
Eco Bank.
Yes, for the 1/6 that the witness.
Yes, I just want to ask two questions. Mr. Dan, you have said in 2021 you were given
in 2021 dile la wala mu wili chame wili talulu bari ko wili chame wala raje wili talulu e fango e men foko e manna wodi la ako mune data ke wala
no 2021
in the year 2021 when I went it was 100,000 that was disbursed.
Bidding or retire.
When I retired my second consignment or assignment,
finance director
the finance director by council that there is no finance or there is no money.
So some of the councillors have 4,000 deposit in the account.
But the finance director,
that is the second assignment.
That is the second assignment.
But here, Mr. Dabo, you have said 2020, 2021, 2022.
2020, 2021, 2022.
You received from council.
Cheme fula yo kawle receive kawle soto council bulu memu tu.
So was it just in 2021 that they did not give you the full amount?
Ako for 2021 le mo full amount o dila ba. No, I was given 150,000 in the year 2021.
And 50 was outstanding.
50 was outstanding.
The 200,000. 200,000.
Okay, so now provide us with information as to what project you spend these monies on.
Ako sign
2020, 2021, 2022.
Ako bayri kodo 2020, 2021, 2022. Ako isiwo is at the mall for 2023.
Yes, you bring your
project solo wala mila yuruwa dogo yemen ke je wo kaytol be ya samana ja mole
I know from
wodo la side wo kaytol be je
awo akamenyi ninka auto wala minti komenko na 2020 2021 comme
doko sila doko lem kolon singole
council gave to you, you spend it on road rehabilitation, paying for borehole, or whatever activity you account of council, transferred to their ward account.
Very well.
So we must ascertain, you know, where the money is spent.
Duntaje kayto nyanta sa fela landi. Bayri ni kodo ifamo ya fala abota council account ya ki atolla account pour yuruwa ko. So yuruwa wala dogo mi ala ko ete ya ke wo ko to nyalem ay silo men dogo wala kayto lem nyindi nangam lem nyindi.
Council secretary kasabe.
Yes, you just
okay.
Now the second to last paragraph on page 2.
Ako hanwo ibotaje kalma fula nyango dandi iba kalmo men labanta second to last.
Is it a training that is organized or is it an activity program? Because you have said, if I should read, on the issue of the honorarium payment to councillors, this is related to a training organized for general council, mostly payment of 10,000 and 5,000 respectively.
Ako jede ifamo la kalamo lemde ya foje ko wo wato de men jo wili tang kata wili tang wala wili lulu. Ako fenne mo ifamo men fako council e training ne ke dandi tobaski be sila wala saliba be sila. So Allah
now we understand from that council tried providing funds for councillors.
Ako council de wala ya ko nying saliwato le kono.
But it was not done rightly.
Bori ba jela ko atata ni silo men na wala manyang.
Because on activity.
Wala sikeno ali sita le drong ali ya jek ali ya foko nyinde
revenue
andung alika lempolta
to pay for that activity.
Kana ka o activity ni jo.
Which you
betata wala man betata.
The situation. So
ako bela fere
there is need to, if you feel that there is a need to pay you, there is nothing wrong in tabling it and you make your representative make them understand that they need to pay you and they must pay you, then they will pay you. Because you are representing the people.
Atol Allah doko alka doko ke mole. Ako bari ba jela ko fem mi an kanyanta kala joroti wala bal jola men. Ako din silo nyanta talale de. Ako ale ko so iba jela ko ni wol sonta iba jela ko kadiamu te je mol bal nako tonyale ma tol tarole mbal fanam ba kataka nan ka andu alka ke mo
fo comme nata kol ka ci wala man ko bar central
process to have used instead of using this process to get you people paid, which is not.
But the local government are aware of the situation. Because since we came here, the writers that we did
Ajibe jang councilor do ko be nyamen jang akolata back.
If you see the way councilor
Singol la
people go by
dawda ni bitaje kata foot la
by their feet.
So andun koko ne
Yes, we understand. We understand that situation. You are supposed to serve as example. And this is why you have your collectors. People collecting councillor, you have a National Assembly representative. And these are the people to make representation and make budget allocation so that you will, that taxpayers have paid. Is that not correct?
It's not correct, but
because since 2018 for me
to do so.
National deputy menal ka beje comme e ba fight ke faye because you like dollar salary be la pala
get salaries only allowances that they get.
Sa korsi ajibe
and the councillor salaries
and koku ne na kolata banko ka sky wodoto
that is difficult to go to council.
Yes, but these are facts. You know, and you should not allow your they also represent your interests. Is that not correct?
So what issue?
That's the issue.
So that is why you have to resort to using the money in wrongly.
Instead of that one,
I have amended. Instead of holiday, now it's a 1/6.
It's 1/6.
Yeah.
Your 1/6 deductions. When we look at the payment vouchers that you have signed, you sign against a document to show what it is. So we'll call you back. Yes. Yes.
When you were going to Charles Jow, was there a garden?
Charles Jow for a school garden or
no, there's no garden. There's a space there, but no garden. There
was a garden, but it was not being used at the time.
I'm not going to last that day. Garden no tarajele because garden no side do be nyambo le be jani fonko yinkeje. Yaje. So what all Charles Jow na lano do dila me alanko.
That we started the garden, but there was a garden and there was some cassavas. Situation approached council and demanded or prayed to council so that they need some assistance from council. That was the time the school have offered them a plot or a site where they started to initiate.
He's saying that they initiated the school garden to revitalize.
That he will initiate.
Amanken dola initiated. That's a platform many alongo. Wale na ta ko to lela ta garden no nkelaje. Council project ko nyindi to lela.
Time council gave them an assistance.
Okay, maybe you have to make a statement again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Davo, thank you so much for coming.
Okay.
We are grateful. So we will see you. Please endeavor to bring what we have asked you by Thursday next week.
No.
Next week, Thursday.
When? Next week.
So, and the minutes. So it will allow you to get in touch with the person that was responsible.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry to Local Government Councils and related matters, may I...
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes, asked to bring some documents.
I bring, I don't get all, I bring some of my committee meetings and minutes. Minutes.
How many minutes?
But some are here.
Can you please count them?
Mrs. Cisse,
Yes?
no, stop what you are doing
Okay.
and listen to me. I am made to understand that you are bereaved. Understand that you were bereaved,
Brief, yes.
so accept our condolence.
Ah, okay, oh, yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
All right?
Yeah, I lost my laptop, which contain most of the minutes because I do my projects and as far as my WDC is concerned. But right now the matter is at court. I think he can provide us the file of the court case to the commission so that.
That is noted.
Chairperson, we did not ask for the last. The minutes that you have.
I think it's not more than 10. 1, 2, 3.
May I please see the minutes you have?
Yes, okay.
Meeting minutes for 3rd August 20. Please confirm.
Okay.
The signatures. How many people attended that meeting? Going by the document.
How many people attend the meeting?
Yeah, the meeting, going by the document.
Yeah. 15.
Did they sign? Answer the question. Did they sign?
The secretary have signed.
Again, let me remind you. Cisse, you will be asked questions. You were expected to answer questions. And then any other comment you have, you may direct that to the commission. Now, did the people did not sign? Can you please read out the name of the individuals in attendance, going by that document?
Yeah, I think that's why I give you a copy. You demand the copy, I give you the copy.
Going by the rules of the commission, should answer questions and not ask questions. Request that the chairperson warn the witness to answer questions. If not, we'll make an application for him to be
Cisse.
Yes.
Please answer the questions. When they ask,
Questions.
yes.
But if you told me to produce minutes, all the names are there. I submitted it already.
No, Mr. Cisse, there documents, and you have been asked questions.
Okay.
So you are supposed to answer the question.
Cham, Esa Keta, Fat Kamara, Mustafa A. Cham.
Did he sign?
No.
The second name? He signed?
No.
The third name?
Fat Kamara.
Fourth?
Tijan Jaju, the Alkalu.
He signed? No. The subsequent one?
Usman Jassi.
Is it signed?
Bakari Kanye.
Did he sign?
Yes, he's the secretary. Dr. Danso.
Yes.
He did not sign.
Yes. Move on.
I did not sign at the time because.
Thank you. Let's move on.
Did not sign. Usman Sise. Jennifer Barrow, he did not sign.
May I please have it? We have the assist us whether there is an attendance list attached to this one.
Yes, July 2018.
6 July 2018.
Yes. Attendance list.
Please also, you can arrange the other.
It's missing. Thank you. Yeah, for now, but this other one I cannot. Mr. Gomez, I think,
We can't hear you clearly.
I staple it, I arrange it.
Thank you. It's dated the 20th of July 2018. The 6th of July 2018. The 3rd, it's dated the 20th of July 2018. The 6th is dated the 31st of July 2021. Presented?
Yeah. Okay, like I said, I'm searching. When I went here, after the day, I was so busy, I could not have time.
By the witness from 2018 to 2023 into evidence as an exhibit.
Did you say 7?
I believe I counted 7, but apparently we can recount.
I have this one.
In my term, I found it in the office, but it's not in my
In your
term.
time, okay,
Yeah.
very well. Then the 6th, Madam.
Held in 2018 and 2021, totaling 6 minutes, LC/KMC/002.
Ask the commission, please. Yes, which other document do you have?
18 to 2020.
To 2020.
Yes.
How about 2021, 2022, 2023?
Yes, like I said, but I will search more. Maybe I might see a copy at somewhere.
Were these the work plan plans that were presented to?
No, community development manager is responsible.
The community development manager?
Yes.
And who is the manager, community development?
Of that unit.
Who is the current community development manager? Now, this document is also not signed. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, like I said, this is in my
have an outstanding page, page 6, a standalone page. Us ascertain where it belongs before we seek to tender the two documents.
Yeah, Mr. Gomez, I will find the other pages, but this page 6 is part of my ward development plan. Yeah.
Okay, let us. We apply to tender two documents. The 2020. It is not authenticated by anyone. It's not signed. Citizen participatory budget into evidence as an exhibit.
Mr. Sisi, action plan template. Said that, but these documents where you're not. Because, for instance, this one that I referred to doesn't have a date, and this other one also don't have signature. But we will nonetheless admit this thing, and then you will originals of this one.
Yeah, I will try, inshallah.
The community action plan in brackets CAP template, citizen stroke participatory budgeting app.
As a commission, please. Any other document?
Yeah, you told me to produce the appointments of Aisha and Nuruddin and Babukar Jembe, where we don't have that record in council. I told clerk, but if you look at exactly who should take the council's minutes is the responsibility of the clerk. And at that time, clerk was not at the meeting. That's why I could not about who is responsible to take minutes. So as far as I know, clerk did not have that records, and that minutes is not available.
Mr.
Yes.
And you knew about these laws that you were quoting or referring.
So when we are familiar with the laws, then we told the CEO to.
About this?
Yeah, I'm a fast learner. Just after sometimes, I know all these things, and I told council to correct it.
At your first meetings in relation to these appointments, did you know at the time that council that the minutes of the meeting should be taken?
Week or second week in office.
Did you know when you had your first meetings, especially in relation to this?
I don't remember exactly the date.
No, as chairperson of the establishment committee.
Yes, at that time, because at the time we are just new, so most of
the committee, you did not know that when there are official meetings, there should be minutes of meetings. Is that your evidence?
I was new in office.
The
copy. And I believe, this is my original tomorrow there will be another commission.
Yes, he said when the minutes of the establishment committee.
The minutes. Yeah, I told HR manager to take the minutes. But if you, by law, it's not the responsibility of the HR.
Do you recall when?
Our first meeting, the meeting.
Nurdin and others, the HR was taking the minutes.
Demboja.
Demboja. Yeah. Then we will request.
Was selected by the then CEO, which is I don't know, Salmanja or Salamanja, I forget the first name.
Is it Salama?
Salamanja or Salman. Because on that day from here, then when I went to council, I found out the council. I went and asked them about the medical bills. But it's an audit query. From National Audit Office, we did not have a policy. But all the documentations are in, and I think that was the audit query.
Do you have the impress, records of impress? Did you retire the impress?
Everything.
We need you to list with accounts to have the of this impressed. To who did you retire to specifically?
Yeah, normally this we're taking the CT scannings and other medical tests. So all the certificates, the receipts are there. So they attach it to. And give
Who
it
in the accounts department did you retire to?
No. I'm not responsible to retire.
Who is responsible?
Yeah, unless maybe you ask the.
You answer the questions. If the impress you have been asked.
I was taking CT scanning. The council pay it directly, so I was not even.
Answer the questions.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Were you given monies for any medical condition that?
No. Not to my knowledge.
Not to your knowledge.
Yeah.
And the two instances that you had medical condition, money was money.
No, at that time, like I said the money was. I cannot even remember these things. So when I went to. I was not informed about the audit query. So when I went to his office, I told him, look, but if there is any audit query, as far as when I make a request, CEO approve it. So management, they know better. For me, I don't think,
You wrote a request.
Huh?
Did you write a request?
Yeah, I believe if there is any transaction, you and request.
But did you write a request?
Yeah, well, I cannot remember, honestly.
Cannot remember.
Yeah,
Who was the finance director?
As a finance manager, one.
How about the finance director?
Yeah, the finance director at the time was, we do not have a finance director, we have an acting finance director, which is Serif. Yeah.
As acting?
Yes, he was acting.
The other issue and other correspondence, you have these documents? Petition?
Petition, no.
You don't have this petition?
No. But he told me he did not have the copy. And myself, it's in my laptop. So, but I will try my best before end of this week to, if I can have it. But I could not able to get any copy of it.
You start receiving
yeah, if I can remember 2019 or
records of the amounts that you have received from 2019 or from 2018 to 2023?
I'm not a signatory to none of the council's account.
Yes.
None of my WDC account.
Of the amounts of monies that you have received as the WDC.
Okay, all right.
In relation to this.
I think the WDC office either it started with 2018, sorry, 2019, something like that.
Please give us all the details of the WDC of.
Honest, I'm not responsible. I think the director of administration is responsible.
You have never been responsible for any.
Yeah, I think 2019 or 2020.
2019 or 2020.
Yes.
How were you responsible?
All those things are not in place.
Right.
So you, as a councillor, you go and find an office. Him or her.
And how do you pay him or her?
Yeah, like I said, if the money goes to the WDC.
The money goes to your personal account?
No, not my personal account.
Your
Ward Development
account.
So like WDC treasurer to give me the statement so that I submit the statement here. Then
you can write that down. We also need for all the offices that you have held from 2018 to 2023 for the office. We need all those details. From 2018?
Yeah, well, I was banking with EcoBank. Then from there, I transferred. Yes.
You have embarked on for the ward that you represent from 2018. Back on from 2018 to 2023.
Yeah, most of the projects, some of the projects were not documented. So those things we did not have any documents.
Yes, please write it down with the list of the projects that you have embarked on from 2018.
I think I'm having some receipts here. These are the
note, and the receipts must have an explanatory note. The list of the projects that you have. Certificate of completion, if any, you can write that down as well.
Certificate of completion.
Of completion.
We have never, because if, for example, we lighting project, the treasurer is responsible to go and buy materials, the receipts. It's demanding quotations and stuff. So I cannot confirm that.
Yes. So it's a project that is done and completed. There would be certificate of completion.
We don't, to tell you, we did not have any certificate of completion.
Okay, that is not. You get us the list of the projects from 2018. If any, contractors that were hired in this project that you may have embarked on, you will need the details of those contractors as well.
Well, I will ask those who coordinate the old projects, the people of Inujoson Ibo town, but I'm not aware that they just told them and give them something. But the treasurer is responsible for
That's fine. That's fine. We will need, if the community that will probably render their skills in relation to monies that will be allocated, please provide us that have been financed by council through Council for Public Fund. As the chairperson of the Ward Development Committee and a councillor for these wards in relation to expended for these things. And please, for a brief explanation to what the money was expended for and the evidence therein as well. Honorable Chairperson, that the time is after 4. I'm not sure whether I will proceed or
now have time to go and check this.
Come back. Yes. We have 26 councillors that we know paid monies and they're spanning 2 vouchers, $270,000. The voucher number is PV1808 to be a resolution in relation to having an exercise. Period for this exercise is said to have to be 20.
You mentioned 278,000. I have never been given 278,000.
Yes. There is a voucher here. It says the payment voucher number is PV1808 is $270,000, which means each of you were paid about $10,000 or thereabout. It is in relation to the resolution date is 2nd of August 2018. It says at the meeting of the General Council held on 2nd of August, resolutions were approved. Resolution 1, that members resolve that 1/6 salary be paid to staff on or before the 12th of August 2018. The financial situation was earlier discussed at the General Council meeting of 31st May 2018, and whereas members expressed their concerns, and whereas members, in order to comprehend and study the gaps existing in the current system revenue collection, July 2018, and completed it on the 25th of July 2018, resolved that $400 is per day. This?
Yeah, it's a council resolution.
Yes. What can you tell us about this?
Yeah, section 167 says there shall be freedom shall not be impeached or questioned in any court or place outside the council. Section 37, this is a council decision.
No, I'm trying to understand what you are trying to say.
Okay.
I don't get what you're trying to say.
This is a council, all the elected councillors vote. So if in line with the laws that are governing us.
Did you take part in this exercise?
This is a council decision.
Register, you will see whether your name is there, and you can tell the commission.
Madam Chair, I want to ask and I want to talk to you, please.
Yes, you can go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, this is our local government challenge in any place or any court of law. This is our section 167.
Okay, just hang on. You said, read it again, please.
There shall be freedom of speech and debate in every council, and the freedom of the council.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you are relying on?
Yes.
You are relying on this?
Yes.
It is not governed by this provision. All right, please answer the question.
Okay. Let me ask my question again.
I think, for us, we are governed by the local government act.
Now, are you going to answer the question or not?
Do you want me to answer?
I am asking.
You took part in the activity?
Like I said, all the days I signed, I participated fully.
Activity about? Could I please have the document?
Yeah, the activity, you already read the activity.
Willing?
No, of course.
I am not addressing you, Mr. Cisse, and please. I don't address you. Honorable Chairperson, it's becoming apparent that the witness is not willing to answer questions. I want to make an application that
Mr. Habib El Sisi, having been warned to answer questions, has consistently refused and has failing which a contempt order will be made immediately.
Yeah, like I said, this is a council resolution that, and I'm here to willing any question they ask me.
Now, how many days did you take part in this exercise?
I came here to meet the investigators. They said the exercise is 24 days, the payrolls 25 days.
How many days did you, Mr. Sise, take part in this exercise?
I think I participated only 25 days.
I will rephrase my question is, how many days did you take part in this exercise? It's a direct question. It requires how many markets did you visit?
Yeah, I can remember we went to Ibo Town market as well.
Teams, or were you together?
For me, I can remember the persons I was in the same team is Lamin Jambe, Karamo Sise,
Lamin Jambe,
Karamo Sise.
Yes, and Kemo?
And Kemo Boyang.
Who were you signing every day that you attend this exercise?
Yeah, for that. This was a long time, but I know, the signatures are my signatures.
Did you sign the same day? That would not be true.
Yes, yeah.
Your statement would not be true. It would not be accurate. It's a false statement because we have the supervisor of this event that testified. Councillors that took part they signed the same day.
No.
So your statement would not be correct. It would be false.
I cannot do that. I cannot sign all the just because every day if I came they have to give me a sign. So like I said, I cannot remember those things, but to come and sign.
That would not be true.
I'm not the type.
That would not be true. Just hear me out. That would be a false testimony because the supervisor who is in custody and in control
I cannot do that.
Now, who was the secretary signing for all these 24, 25 days?
Yeah, I'm just talking with my conscience. For me, they cannot give me to sign 24 days or 25 days one day. I cannot do that.
Now tell us the facts.
Yeah, that's what.
Or they are more convinced or better convinced by the testimony of the supervisor, Karamo Sise. Now, if your evidence is you had signed every single day for this activity.
Like I said, I cannot remember this because this we are since 2018. To sign it one day, I cannot do that.
That is supposed to be the logical thing to do.
Yes, I cannot do that.
The logical thing to do, we know, does not. The evidence of one of the councillors who was supervising this activity.
So now
the other.
Same committee.
You used to be a councillor.
Yes.
He also testified and said he was just called that you come and sign here. That the other councillors are also receiving money as honorarium. That he could not remember taking part in this exercise. Would that be a
yes, I cannot authenticate someone's statement, but what I can confirm is my one day to come and sign 24 days. I cannot do that.
Was there a report in this activity? That's not the question. That's not the question. Limit yourself to the question. Was there a report? Is it a yes, no, or I do not know that there is. Now, how many markets did you visit?
Yeah, like I said,
your team. How many markets did you visit?
Yeah, but like I said, we went Bundung, Ibo Town, Bakau, Old Joswang, Serekunda markets. We went to many markets.
Would you be able to provide us with the details when you come back regarding the reason why you visited the market is entirely in your in your hands. So you know why the knowledge is within you. You know why you visited these markets. You should.
Yeah, that's what for us, we have an oversight function. Has a to make sure that things are done in the right way. So when this concern came of the councillor, so we make sure that whether we do our fact findings and also have visited all these markets, and at times even this year we did it, but it is not a situation of council.
Let me just find out. If I should get it correctly, for 2024, you were not paid honorarium?
Yes.
For the day, we had the issue, the evidence of Peter Mendy. During festive periods and corrected, there would be honorarium that would be provided for in this period for councillors. Let's say, for instance, Tobaski will be $10,000, I believe. Evidence will be $5,000.
I never received such at council.
That's not the question. You wait until I finish. So this is the evidence that we have received, that there were commissions or honorariums that were arranged. Madam Chairperson, what is the other questions for the? We will wait until the witness comes back for the.
Do you normally organize training? I'm talking about the council organizing training. How much was the payment?
I know that there are allowance attached to it, but I cannot confirm it now.
You did not receive your allowance?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said.
Did you receive your allowance? And how much was it?
Training allowance?
Yes, the training.
Yes. Unless I make my findings.
When you come back, we will refer you to what one of the witnesses said. Made to coincide with Tobaski and Korete. We will read you the witnesses statement. Funny, Mr. Sise. What is interesting is that because we have had facts. Listen to me very carefully. We have I'm not asking you to, if you interrupt me one time, I'm sending you to mile 2 for 5 days.
So sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm dead serious. What I'm saying, you should be one of the people that should take whatever this commission business. Because we have facts where you have stated what is going wrong. And this is what is supposed to happen to correct the system. So we don't expect any. And you give us your honest view about issues. Yeah, you understand me? Yeah. I'm not asking you any further question. You go back and think about the statement I have made. You are coming back here. So
appealing. Honestly,
can I'm appealing, please.
I'm appealing, please. I'm appealing.
When you come back, you will tell me.
No, maybe it might forget.
No,
but
write it.
It's just 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and this is very important for.
We may write.
Anyway, maybe. Thank you.
This is your exhibit.